Hey guys, I'm Callie Lewis.
I'm Giovanni.
Welcome to NAB Show Live 2015. I won't ask you to dance this time.
Thank you. That's embarrassing to me.
Is it?
Yes.
But dancing
yes,
is so much fun.
It is. Dancing is a lot of fun, but not in front of strangers. It's not.
These aren't
dancing,
strangers.
dancing
These are
is
our
weird.
friends.
I have always thought that dancing was very strange.
Huh.
I mean,
You're a strange man,
do this
Giovanni.
whenever you see like a scene of people dancing. Turn the volume down and look how dumb we look. It is just weird. Who started that?
I enjoy dancing, but okay.
Well, you
But
can enjoy it. It's still weird.
I also enjoy NAB Show.
I love this
because
place.
we get to hear about all the cool
So
gear,
many nerds and so much stuff.
awesome stuff.
Yes.
And
I
we
love
have
this place.
one of the best things about NAB Show is lighting. I love lighting for some reason. I geek out about lighting. I'm not going to pretend that I know everything about it, but I love lighting. My retinas have been completely burned from 9 years on camera and staring into bright, bright lights. So we actually have Jim from Nila here to show us how we can burn them even more, right?
Actually, quite the opposite.
Opposite, awesome.
Yeah, so we're using very high brightness LED technology, and there's no UV in the beam, which is what causes that retinal burn.
Oh.
And if you've got a crack in an HMI lens and you've got the light hitting you, you can actually burn your retina. It can put you in the hospital, right? So it's why it's very important with any of your HMI to make sure that the optics are properly used and not cracked or split.
See what a perfect setup that was?
That was fantastic.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Yeah, not rehearsed at all. Yeah, so with LED technology, you don't have that problem. And with our tech, we're basically replacing HMI. So what I've got here in front of me is a Zala, which is about a 200 watt HMI replacement. And we go all the way up to a 2500 watt, which is our new fixture for the show, the Arena. And it's too big to bring up here. It's 12 times the light output of this guy.
Wow.
Wow.
Right? But it draws 800 watts of power.
So you say it's like the brightest thing ever.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, it's the brightest LED fixture manufactured today. And you've got a good throw, a good 1,000+ feet you can use, usable light, or you can put in one of our holographic lenses and spread that light out tremendously to give you all sorts of flexibility. And it's with our whole line of fixture.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd say that's one of the challenges with LED because you get yourself in a situation where they're compact, they're small. This is a little bit larger unit, and it feels like it's probably for the power, just from the heft of it. But one of the biggest challenges that we have now working with LEDs tends to be getting enough light on a subject and getting that throw the way you would with incandescent. So as far as you guys being able to achieve that, what is the secret in the product that allows you to produce without giving all? There are 15 light manufacturers out here, so be careful what you say. But talk to us about how you guys achieve that.
Well, we've been doing it a long time. So this is our 8th NAB as an exhibitor, and we've been shipping product that long. So we really concentrate on the LEDs to start, finding the proper LED, then using the right optics to really focus all of that light that's being produced forward. So the optics that we're using are 95% efficient. And so all the lumens that are being created are being delivered to the subject. That's really the key. And then powering them correctly. You talked about the heft of this. It's pretty much all heat sink. Right?
Okay.
Well, you need to pull the heat away from an LED to really have it have any kind of longevity and get any performance out of it. And we design all our fixtures without any fans in them, so it's all passively cooled, so it needs to have that heft. And part of that also makes them very, very durable. I'm not going to damage your desk, but I could pound nails with this.
Do it.
Please don't.
Okay. We do have 4 more days to go, so
Yeah,
come back on Thursday at 1:30. Let's do it.
Yeah, and we'll
In the show.
damage the desk, and it's one of the demos that we originally did. The very first customer that used this was the James Bond movie, Quantum of Solace.
Oh, wow, okay.
Very nice.
And the demo went basically, how durable is the light? And with it on, I just started pounding the table like I was pounding nails. And the executive producer was like, the guys can't break it. We have to have it.
Yes.
And so they used all the moving vehicle shots, used it. couple of the cars crashed, as they will in stunt sequences. Lights were just fine. In fact,
Wow,
those
very
lights are
nice.
still being used today in rental inventory.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Can you turn the light on for us, or
You bet.
You're
don't
pointing
have it?
right at my face. Turn it on.
I'm going to point it down to start because I
There
don't
we
have
go.
a lens in there. So
Wow.
we've got a very narrow beam. I don't know if we're
Pointing
getting
it
that
at the back.
Yeah,
There we go.
got it in the back there. So
There
we
we
go.
you can see a very narrow beam, and if I use one of our holographic lenses, which I have here in my pocket, is a 10 by 60
Nice.
degrees. So you can see how the holographic lenses spread the light out. So we've got 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, and this 10 by 60
That is
degree
very
lens. It really shows it. The key with the holographic lenses is it's not trapping the light. So they're 90 to 99% transmissive. So they're not trapping any of the light. A traditional Fresnel fixture will trap about 35 to 55% of
Is
the
it
light.
really that high?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
and so
making it-
you're at 95%?
right.
Wow.
So
So
what?
Bright light, bright light.
When we're talking to folks here at NAB, you've got different sizes of these lights.
Yes.
What is the typical customer for the different parts of the line for you guys?
it varies greatly. So the Zalo, which is what we got here, is our smallest. A lot of ENG use. There's a lot of high-speed photography use because it's flicker-free at almost any frame rate. The Varsa, which is the next size up, it's double the light output of this. Still run off of an Anton Bauer battery or AC. It's very popular with the sort of upper end news crew that does a lot of traveling.
Okay.
The Boxer, more studio use, replacing a 1,000, 2,000 watt fixture. And then the Arena, which is our new one, is really meant to replace big 2,500 watt or bigger HMIs.
Okay. and
You're
what are
going to
we
be
looking at?
in studio for that, not moving around at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's a replacement for a stadium fixture.
Okay.
So it will replace the whole field of play
Okay.
with.
And are we getting a large, or actually any benefit in efficiency of usage of electricity out of these, or is this comparable to traditional lighting?
No, it's much better. So this
Okay.
draws 45 watts of power
Okay.
and replaces a 200 watt HMI. The Varsa, 75 watts, replaces a 400 watt HMI. The Boxer at 200 watts replaces an 800 watt HMI. And the Arena draws less than 800 watts of power and replaces that 2,500 watt HMI.
Wow.
So
So
huge.
a fourth on
Yeah.
average of
Do we
these.
have any
Wow.
ability to dim
100%.
on any of
yeah.
yours? Oh,
So
it is all the entire line.
Yeah, so 0 to 100% dimming.
Nice.
We give you a little LCD readout so you know where you are.
Okay.
Whatever level you leave that at is where it'll come back to when you power it back on. You can also dim it through DMX,
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay.
right? So you have that control.
And what about temperature?
change-
Can
so
we change?
we do them either in daylight or
Okay.
tungsten
so you're going
balance.
to buy for that
Yeah.
purpose.
Most people are using the daylight balance because they're wanting to compete with daylight.
Right.
Either a news crew that's got a window in the background, or just outside daytime.
Yeah.
They're, Shimera brackets are also built in.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Yep.
So, and what are we looking at cost-wise? What are these retailing the whole family?
So they're, thank you.
There you go.
It's been a long day already.
Yes,
First
I
day
know
of
how it
NAB.
goes. I know how it goes. So, what were you going to ask, Giovanni?
The retail.
Retail, so MSRP, what we call the deluxe kit, is you got 6 lenses, set of color correction, barn doors. For the Zala, it's about 1,300.
Okay.
Okay.
And then goes up for the Arena is about 9,000.
Okay. Okay.
That is an awesome line.
Yes, it is. I like it.
I want to try it myself. I would like to get away from the non-burning retinas.
Well, it can be an issue if the light's not properly maintained, an HMI light, you can have that
Sure.
problem. And we see a lot of the news agencies with the on-air talent. If you've been burnt once, literally been burnt, you're like, you don't want to step in front of the camera because you're like, oh, am I going to the hospital? So
Right.
you really need to trust your crew. Are they maintaining their equipment?
Yeah.
There's none of these issues with this.
That's fantastic. So what's the website where people can find out more?
Nila.com.
That's easy.
Nila.com.
All right.
Nila.com. Thank you so much, Jim,
Thanks, sir.
for your time.
Pleasure.
And we appreciate you being here at an AV show and coming
Cool.
away from your booth. So we'll let you get back to the busyness at your booth
Thank
and your customers. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us all day long.
Thank you.
You want to say anything to the people?
No,
Okay.
I'm not
He's
full of a
done.
whole lot.
We've got a lot more
I've
coming
got
up.
to save up the lines
I've-
for the next segment.
Giovanni, That's Giovanni. I'm Callie Lewis. We'll be right back with more.